Smash Brothers for the Switch! Hey everyone, how's it going? iamxeracon here with another video, and I am just so pumped right now. Yesterday was the Nintendo Direct that we just had, and to be honest, I actually wasn't originally certain that we were going to have it. There was the rumor from Marcus Sellers, and he's not 100% accurate, so I couldn't necessarily trust the guy, and a lot of people felt the same way. But we did actually have a Direct yesterday, and unfortunately I was at school, so I had to wait till I got off to come home. I ignored the internet and went straight to the Direct page on Nintendo's website so I could watch it and get like the full experience for myself. I must say that they definitely, you know, surprised me with what they presented, and I'm pleased with what they did yesterday. So I'm gonna go over stuff which I thought was interesting, stuff which, you know, I'm going to definitely consider getting, and stuff like that. I'm not really gonna touch over other stuff, but just the stuff that I'm very interested in getting is what I'm gonna be focusing about. So without further ado, let's begin. So I'm gonna quickly brush over the 3DS topic, whatnot. So let's see, looking at what they have here listed. Luigi's Mansion, that one's a bit of a shocker for me, because I feel like this is a game that I would rather have come over to the Switch than the 3DS. I mean, sure that the sequel Dark Moon came to the 3D, was made for the 3DS, but I really feel that there's enough of an install base there, and I think that fans really want, they really want the original Luigi's Mansion, like an HD remake for the Switch. That's something which I'm disappointed. I mean, I'm glad to hear that they've remade it, sort of, but I'd rather have it ported, I'd rather have it made for the Switch than the 3DS. Maybe down the line they'll do that, but I'm just that's a really bit of a letdown to me if they're gonna be making a remake. You know, that's just how I feel about it. I'm interested that they're remaking Bowser's Inside Story. That was on the DS originally, and the fact that it's going to be coming out in 2019, which means that Nintendo's really supporting the 3DS this late in its life cycle, and the fact that even with the Switch being as successful as it is, they're not killing it off that quickly. I mean, I was really curious to see what they're going to do, how they're going to be supporting the 3DS, because they definitely don't want to abandon their player base so far, which I completely understand. You know, they have over 60 million units sold for the 3DS, so I can definitely understand why they did what they did. However, I definitely feel like the time is coming for them to just kill the 3DS off and just have the Switch be its own thing, because the Switch has gotten its own legs. I definitely understand, you know, with last year, you know, and sort of beginning of this year, that you know, they weren't entirely sure how the Switch was going to do. So I definitely understand it on that end. You know, why kill off your biggest source of income if you're not certain how this potential income is going to, how that's going to be, how successful that's going to be. So I definitely understand that. However, by next year, they should definitely kill off support for the 3DS. Especially, I mean, if it's like, you know, main first-party support, I definitely feel like they should kill it off at that point. I definitely feel that third-party developers are definitely flocking towards the Switch and are abandoning the 3DS. But I definitely feel like it's time for Nintendo. Next year should be the latest that they support the 3DS. and it's definitely had a good run. I've definitely enjoyed my 3DS, and even getting the 3DS XL, the new 3DS XL. That was definitely I definitely enjoyed that. I do feel like the time is coming for Nintendo to move on to the Switch as both their primary home console and their primary handheld device. Sorry about that. But yeah, so that's definitely going to be interesting to see. Now, here's something that I was interested in seeing altogether was Captain Toad Treasure Hunter, and that's coming both for the 3DS and the Switch as well. And that's interesting, and that's really making me more upset over the fact that Luigi's Mansion isn't getting a Switch treatment, but the 3DS is getting, treatment for that. I definitely think I'll get that. It definitely shows that it has new levels, like the new Donk City from Super Mario Odyssey, and I am a bit... I'm not sure what I want to do about one thing, because I did see Captain Toad for the Wii U with the amiibo included in a bundle for $20, so I might double dip and buy the Wii U version and still get the Switch version. If it wasn't for the fact that I saw that bundle, I would just get the Switch version, but I don't know. If they do have like a bundle with the Captain Toad amiibo for the Switch, I'll then just get the Switch version, but as it stands, I'm just not sure. I'm definitely getting the Switch version, but I'm not sure if I want to get the Wii U version as well. That's one thing that I'm curious. But, I definitely enjoyed Captain Toad, or at least the levels that I played on Super Mario 3D World. Yeah, Super Mario 3D World. I definitely enjoyed those levels there, and when they expanded upon that and made it a full game, that was something that I was definitely interested in, but I didn't get it. But this will be a good chance for me to go and purchase it. Octopath Traveler. That definitely appears to be its official name now. No longer Project Octopath Traveler. It's just Octopath Traveler. And there is a special edition that is $100. I pre-ordered it on Amazon. I'll leave a link to that special edition below. But it has a map CD, I think an art book, and then like a pop-up book replica, which shows like a stage and like the characters. I never played the demo. Of course, I don't have a Switch, but it's definitely something that I am interested in getting because it's a nice classic RPG. Okay, then. This is something that I'll try to get out of the way quickly. So, I'm not going to try not to go on a rant on this, but Okami HD is coming over to Nintendo Switch. However, Capcom is being cheapcom again, and they are only releasing this on the Nintendo eShop. Why Capcom? You cheapskates. Oh my gosh, you brought the game over to Xbox One, and you gave it a physical release. And that's considering the fact that Xbox gamers wouldn't play a game like Okami, but Nintendo fans, you give them a half-hearted attempt at this game. And that is just so you, Capcom. That is so you. And, I am not buying the game. I was going to see if there was going to be like a Japanese retail copy, but there isn't one. Because I checked. I went to the official Japanese Nintendo website. I went to Play Asia. I went to Ami, but nowhere. I went to the Japanese Amazon, but they didn't have it at all listed. And I was like, okay, so not even Japan is getting this thing physically. And that shows how cheap Capcom is. They can't even do that for their own local, their own home country. Then again, they did the same thing to Resident Evil Revelations Collection, and they're doing it for Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. So what can I expect from a cheap company that is like not investing in their consumers and purchasing this game when indie games are doing that and they have less money and smaller budgets and stuff like that. But I'm done with that because I don't want to go on a full rant right now. So let's move on. Oh yeah, this is something that's happier. Crash Bandicoot. Insane Trilogy. That's something which there were rumors before that was coming over. I was 50-50. I believed it could happen, but I could believe that wouldn't happen. But it does, but it is coming, and so I am definitely thrilled, and I will definitely purchase that. There are rumors now that a Spyro trilogy is coming over for all consoles. However, it's timed exclusive for PS4. They're getting that first, and I think timed exclusives are stupid because, you know, if a game's gonna be coming over, why are you gonna just wait? I mean, I think it's stupid. If it's coming over for all platforms, just release it for all platforms. Don't try to post some weird thing like, oh, it's an exclusive, but it's only for a certain amount of time. I mean, that's stupid. I mean, that doesn't make sense at all. But I am happy that's coming over to the Switch. It is also coming over to PC and Xbox One. So if you have any of those systems, I mean, of course you'll probably have a PC. But yeah, you can definitely get it for that. Let's see. Dark Souls Remastered. Nothing really too interesting there. I am definitely interested in getting Dark Souls Remastered, but the interesting tidbit is that it's coming with a, I can't remember what the name of the person is, but it's an amiibo, and it does that praise the sun gesture, and it can unlock that. That's really the only thing it's good for. You can get it, that gesture later on in the game, but it allows you to get the gesture right away and perform it. Sadly, it's only available at GameStop, but as soon as I found out about it and went to try purchasing it or pre-ordering it, I saw that it was out of stock already. Chances are it will be restocked. Yeah, like as of now, it's like still, I mean, if you went into a store, they'd probably have it, but let me see, because it's available near my store or any of my stores. Nope, it is not. Let me just try one more time. Nope, nowhere near me doesn't have it in stores, so that sucks. That's GameStop's exclusive. Oh yeah, Solaire of Astora, or Astora, I don't know how it's pronounced, forgive me. But yeah, and so what's next on here? Oh yeah, Little Nightmares Complete Edition. I wasn't really interested in this game. I mean, I just heard of it, thought it was a indie game. I mean, it is an indie game, but it's produced by Bandai Namco, which is very interesting to me. And it, after looking at gameplay footage, I actually think it might be interesting and worth my time. Nice little, sort of, it's a platformer slash puzzle game, but it does have some sort of horror elements, but, you know, just like something that, you know, would be too scary. I definitely think it might be maybe like a T-rated game because of the horror elements. Hyrule Warriors is coming out sooner than I expected. It's coming out May. I definitely thought it would have come out a little bit later, like maybe late summer, early fall, but I am pleased that it is coming out sooner. Undertale, I was actually a bit disappointed because I thought that was Mother 3, and so I was supposed to say, oh my goodness, it's finally come over, we're getting Mother 3, but it's not Mother 3. And yeah, I mean, Undertale's nice. I mean, it'll be interesting to play it. I definitely, I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of an overrated game. Don't hate on me, but I just don't find the appeal of the game. I mean, sure, it's very interesting in what it did, but I don't feel like it, I think it got too much, like, praise, in too, I guess, too short of a time. But if it comes out physically, I will definitely be interested in getting it. Wait, Travis Strikes Again. That looks interesting. I knew it was gonna have different play styles, but definitely the way I saw how it had different games to be playing in, and then also co-op. That's definitely an interesting feature. I think it's the first one for the No More Heroes series. Definitely interesting getting that. What else am I missing? Oh, Splatoon 2. I saw that it had the new single-player expansion, and also that's their first paid DLC, which I definitely think is interesting. And that's their first paid DLC for Splatoon, because all of the DLC or updates have been free so far. But this one definitely seems like it's something that would be worth paying. I don't know the price of the DLC, but I definitely think it's something that I would get. And strangely, it's something that I would definitely get over the Breath of the Wild expansion, or even the Xenoblade 2 expansion, because those games I don't feel like I would get the expansion for, especially with the fact that Xenoblade 2 has so many bugs and they're constantly patching that game up. I'm like, it's crazy. And yet fans are like getting hyped like, oh my gosh, we're getting expansions. I mean, we're getting patches. I'm like, you're giving expansion packs to a game and yet you're still patching up the game. That's not a good sign, guys. um, but yes, but I'm definitely interested in getting Splatoon 2 and the expansion later on. Though I do have the Starter's Edition pre-ordered though, so that's definitely good. I'm definitely glad I didn't buy it. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I didn't buy it when it initially came out. And then for the last topic, it's like the creme de la creme of the entire Direct, and that is Smash Brothers for Nintendo Switch. And I was so excited. Like, seriously, guys, my hype went through the roof when I saw that. I'm definitely glad that wasn't spoiled for me. Like, I closed out every page that I had up previously before. Like, I closed all my YouTube pages, I closed my social media, other pages and stuff like that. But when I saw that, I was just, oh, wow, beautiful. Now, I do believe that this could be a port. I know that it's been stated that, Bandai Namco wasn't seen during the trailer and stuff, like, because they were the developers for Smash Wii U, and strangely, I don't actually see them on the box, which is very interesting to me. I mean, unless, like, this company, Sora, unless they're, like, part of it. I mean, down here, further down, you see Bandai Namco, but you don't really see their logo anywhere in this general vicinity. Like, it's only, like, once you get to the copyrights, that's when you actually see it. Now, people did mention HAL Laboratories, and they are the company that made the original Smash and Melee. And also, Sakurai is confirmed to be developing this. And I feel like still, though, that this could just be a port of Smash Wii U and potentially, Smash 3DS with, like, the stages and trophies and whatnot. And there are definitely going to be the Inklings coming into the game as well. But I just don't feel like this could be a new game, because looking at the past, I mean, sure, when you had Smash Brothers and then Melee, there were only 2 years, there was only a 2-year gap between those games. But then looking at the gap between Melee and Brawl, that's 7 years. And the game was also like delayed constantly during that time period. I mean, it might have been originally planned for something like 2005 or 2006. I can't remember the exact year, but it was delayed. And then 3DS, Wii U, Brawl gap. That one is like 6 years, because that Wii U and 3DS came out in 2014. Now, it is a 4-year gap between Wii U and the Switch version, but I still feel like it's too soon to call this a new game. I mean, unless HAL has been doing development of this perhaps somewhere, like maybe right after the Wii U version came out, because the Wii U version came out right at the end of 2014, so really it would have been like a 3-year development. I really just can't say that this is going to be an entirely new game like a Smash 5. I mean, consider the fact that Sakurai is constantly like drained out at the end of these projects. I can't see this being an entirely new game if he's working on it. I'm sorry. I mean, people say it's Smash 5, but I just really don't see it. Now, it does have its own website. But, I mean, there's nothing there. It's just like the trailer for Smash Switch. But yeah, I am excited for this, though. I actually pre-ordered it as soon as I found out it was available. Now, I am wondering, though, if we'll be getting certain characters from previous games, like Wolf, Ice Climbers, maybe even Solid Snake. I mean, I doubt he's coming, but that would be interesting to see. Maybe we'll get like Young Link or Pichu. I mean, there's really no need for them since we have Toon Link, and no one really played Pichu anyway. But granted, Melee wasn't exactly a balanced game anyway. But yeah, having other characters would return would be nice as well. But yeah, but that's it for today, everyone. I'm sorry if this was longer than I intended. I was trying to keep things as short and simple as possible. But hey, my hype was just like really crazy. Let me know what you thought of the Switch direct below. I definitely enjoyed it, and I really look forward to seeing what they have in store for E3 because they haven't revealed everything. They still have stuff coming for us down the road. So until next time, everyone, I am iamxeracon signing off. Have a good one.